So we're still letting people in, but we will get started. Welcome everyone to the fifth. Angie, is this the fifth?
I think it's the fourth.
Okay, the fourth annual People's Music Network online concert for in honor of Juneteenth. And People's Music Network for Songs of Freedom and Struggle has been around now at this point for 49 years. We're coming on to the centennial, and this is the fourth time that we have honored Juneteenth, kind of in accordance with when it became an official federal holiday. And we started this off as a celebration of songs of liberation and freedom from oppression. And this was the brainchild of my friend Angie Whitehurst, who's my co-host tonight. Angie, give a big wave. Um, and originally, we wanted to do something to make sure that a group of people from the DMV, send up hearts if you're here, that people from the DMV in the DC area would be able to celebrate Juneteenth because many of them have physical disabilities and could not get to all of the big, expensive events that were being planned. And so we started this idea, and it is a wonderful idea. So we keep on going. Um, for anyone who isn't familiar with People's Music Network is a diverse community of singers, artists, activists, and allies. PMN represents many social, racial, cultural, ethnic communities, as well as a great variety of musical and political interests. We are anti-racist activists, peace activists, children's activists, environmental activists, disability awareness and inclusion activists, feminists, labor organizers, lesbians and gays, gender neutral people, and the list goes on and on and on and on. And our network stretches across the US and Canada. And the silver lining, of course, of uh, COVID was that we all discovered Zoom. And so now we can participate in these kinds of events across the world. And PMN has gained many, many um, interested members from around the world. So, for anyone who doesn't know me, my name is Joni Calum. I currently live in Columbus, Ohio, which is the land of the Hopewell, the Shawnee, the Maiamia, and the Adena people. I'm a singer-songwriter, a storyteller, and an inclusion advocate, and I am very happy to be with all of you tonight. And I want to turn it over to Angie so she can talk a little bit about where did this brainchild come from?
Okay. Well, I'll just give you a little quick history because I don't want to bore people. But Juneteenth historically is a day where suppressed persons of enslavement and indentured servitude were given a man made day off. The U.S. holiday was advocated for by a person by the name of Dr. Myers in recognition of the U.S. colored troops who sailed from Hopewell, Virginia, and due to a storm were forced to land in Galveston, Texas on June 19th. And Juneteenth celebration was born with the surrender of a city with not one shot fired. And the enslaved people were officially notified that the Civil War was ended, and most importantly, that they were free by a U.S. government order. Now, PMN People at peoplesmusic.org is a place where one's heart, essence, and music takes the stage, a place where we share what we love and care about, and a voice to what we express the concerns, feelings, challenges, and needs for change for our existence in the world. And this is the background story of how PMN Juneteenth program came about starting in 2021, but actually 2022, because that's when it became a federal holiday. This is our fourth year in Liberation Celebration. Thanks goes out to steering committee and members for creating and participating in the program. Our focus was to establish a program that all, especially audiences and artists restricted environmentally by their disabilities. While still growing, it allows presence and agency to contribute, to attend remotely, and enjoy in celebration of Juneteenth, an event. And we thank the DMV Disability Mobility Transportation Group, Anais Sensei, Heidi Case, Robin Mendez, Carol, and their members in Washington, D.C., for being founding collaborators for the celebration of liberation in pursuit of freedom. Thanks also goes to the National Juneteenth Observance Foundation, Carl Adams, author of the book Nance, The Humanities Truck, Joni, Calum, Lindsay Wilson, Jen Dog, the Poor People's Campaign in New York and Massachusetts and Washington, D.C., Nikki Nesbury, Elise Bryant, and members of the National Labor Chorus and One DC. For more information on Juneteenth, go to njof.org. They have an educational program that's called Juneteenth 101. And do visit Dr. Frank Smith on YouTube, his presentations about Black history and Juneteenth. And he is also the founder of the African American Civil War Museum in Washington, D.C. All of the above and millions who remember and share and dedicate themselves to celebrating our ongoing fight for liberation. We thank you and hope you will enjoy our program. That's it in a nutshell.
Thanks, Angie. And I want to apologize ahead of time for all the doorbells. That's how we know if someone has arrived in the Zoom room. But as people come in, it will slow down. So, Angie, we're actually going to start off with your poem. And
I just bored people with that long
you,
intro.
you did not bore people. I was fascinated. And I am going to spotlight you right now. And I'm going to mute. So go ahead. I'm going to put the lineup in the chat for all of you who are performers so you can see where you're at and who you're after and who's coming up next. So Angie, go ahead.
All right. My poem this year, which is a little different, is called Idling in Inertia. Idle in inertia, we did not. Standing still while standing up, we did so. Eyes speaking, silent lips, and active brains, discreetly taking action, walking the talk for all eyes to see. Thanks for more freedom treks, the must do, desperate winning, successful runs, breaking away from monumental, dome free liberation trips and treks. Abolitionist advocacy, testimonies, pamphlets, freedom newsletters, speeches, and face to face within the walls of Congress, at the big White House, and underneath the steeples of faith, we acted. Idling not, Crispus Attucks, Frederick Douglass, John Brown, Sojourner Truth, Harriet Tubman, Ida B. Wells, the women suffragists, Thurgood Marshall, Barbara Jordan, Shirley Chisholm, Kamala Harris, Martin Luther King Jr., President Barack Obama, John Lewis. And Ursha Not, the storytellers singing history through voice, the living oral music of Billie Holiday, Mahalia Jackson, Lena Horne, Billy Eckstine, Marian Anderson, Nat King Cole, Prince, and Michael Jackson, all capturing, inspiring, recording the lives lived, and still coming along. No idling there in inertia, circling, speeding faster than the rising of light and sound, standing, walking, talking, wall-less, no rails, yellow tape, barbed wire, looped chains, only the whispers of the ancestors were brewed and sung through the whistle of the teapot to the legacy of surviving generational souls. Idling in inertia is not what it seems. Our silence in action, stoically, tightly held within the centuries of timeless, still coming bills of freedom and moving to universal human rights. Freedom's dream is a real steal away. The chains are broken, our spirits happily soar. Liberty supreme, looking like a galaxy found. It is movement felt, sensed, and seen. Happy, thoughtful wishes. Juneteenth is never idle, never inert. It breathes, lives, and celebrates all human freedom, even though born from the bondage of Blacks, sold by economic greed and hate. And hell, we are changing it. Liberation is not an idle inertia. As I said, it breathes. Juneteenth is here to stay. Can't no tyrant take it away. It all belongs to all of us, regardless of race, color, status, or creed. Thank you.
Wow. Idling in inertia.
It's beautiful.
Amazing. Thank you, Angie.
Th- Thank
Yes,
you
and
all for
always,
listening.
always feel free to unmute and clap for our performers. Another thing that I want to remind our performers is also feel free before you start, introduce yourself, introduce your song, but also give a word of appreciation to the person who is before you. And just let them know how their song, how their piece, how their poem, how that landed for you. And we can use the chat for the same thing. Angie, thank you so much for starting us off. I am going to highlight now Carl Adams. Carl, you have graced our Juneteenth programs from the very beginning with fascinating information. So, and every year, you think, oh, I know what Juneteenth is. And then Carl comes up with a new twist, which is so special. So, Carl, take it away. Tell us what you got for us this year.
Well, thank you, Angie and Joni, very much. And what Angie failed to mention was that I wrote the history that convinced Congress to make it a national holiday because I had traced the son of the first slave freed by Abraham Lincoln on his journey through the Civil War, and he ended up in Galveston, Texas on June 19th, 1865, along with his unit, the Illinois 29th. And another brigade of Union soldiers all landed at Galveston on the morning of June 19th, 1865. Today, I would like to introduce you to an African American slave named Onesimus Mather. He saved millions of lives by a revolution in modern medicine, and he wasn't even aware of it at the time. But Onesimus Mather, he became one of America's earliest free blacks in 1723, emancipated by the last will of Increase Mather, a Puritan pastor of New England's Congregational Church and president of Harvard University. And his son Increase helped form Yale University. Anyway, Onesimus Mather's contribution to American medicine revolutionized Western healthcare and was recently published in David McCullough's book biography of John Adams in 2001. This article is actually 25 years old, but it's still current and still valuable. Onesimus brought practical knowledge of an African tribal folk medicine of disease inoculation, the early method of vaccination, who said the practice was long established in Africa. And that is the operating phrase going forward. This had been long established in Africa, and yet it had never been introduced to Western medicine, including America. So he proved it with a scar on his body from the inoculation. And he brought the proof at the street. And then later on, when there was another smallpox epidemic in Boston in 1716, since Africa's 18th century slaves had no formal education or voice in New England's town meetings, they had to communicate through the ministers Increase and Cotton Mather. Increase Mather was one of the leading educators of Massachusetts and probably taught Onesimus how to read and write. And Reverend Mather realized he had contracted a minor case of smallpox in 1657, but recovered, and then realized thereafter that whenever he came in contact with more smallpox, he was immune. And he also discovered that his servant, Onesimus Mather, was immune. And that was written in Michael G. Hall's biography, The Last American Puritan, in 1988. Increased Mather became aware that he was immune and was Onesimus. And so they were both interested in science, and Increased Mather became the first American scientist to be recognized by the Royal Science Society of London. In 1716, the African method of inoculation had made sense to America's first scientist, Cotton Mather, who, along with his father, preached it to Boston physicians. However, the idea of deliberately infecting a healthy person with a killer disease was apparently a violation of the Hippocratic Oath of above all, do no harm. Thus, Dr. William Douglas, the only doctor in Boston with a degree from a recognized London medical school, publicly opposed inoculation as medical heresy. So Reverend Mather, already in practice of printing and publishing his better sermons, took quill in hand and published one of America's first medical journals in New England, so the debate could be carried on both sides of the Atlantic, in Boston and London. And any mention that the inoculation came from the scar of an African slave would have prejudiced an otherwise academic debate. So the discussions went on for over 5 years, when in 1721, a smallpox epidemic became clear and present danger in Boston. One and only one young Boston maverick physician named Zebediah Boylston dared to risk inoculation even after civil authorities had ordered him to stop. After the disease had run its course, yet another minister, Reverend Benjamin Coleman, gathered statistics and revealed that 14% of smallpox victims died. But of those who had been inoculated, only 2% had died. A 12% difference was considered significant, but it was still being banned. 50 years later, two revolutions. In 1776, the two revolutions, these are times that tried men's souls. 50 years after Onesimus' inoculation method had been published, old maverick Dr. Zebediah Boylston was still in practice in Boston. However, history was about to change course. Massachusetts would outlaw slavery, and Dr. Boylston was the great uncle of the lawyer of the American Revolution, my cousin John Adams. And so the same week of the Declaration of Independence, smallpox had erupted in the Continental Army, threatening the strength of the American Revolution. John Adams wrote, "King of terrors, the enemy to be feared more than any other. Smallpox, smallpox, what shall we do with it?" He writes to Abigail Adams. "Such a spirit of inoculation has never been known," Abigail wrote back to her husband. So out of necessity, the debate was finally over. What had been medical heresy had become medical revolution that may have saved the American Revolution. Abigail believed that the epidemic was the wrath of God for the sin of slavery. And there is no record of her reaction, ironically, that the cure came from the inoculation scar of a slave from Ghana, West Africa. Fully 17 members of the Adams family alone were saved, and none died because of the life-saving information from slave Onesimus Mather. The African tribal identity of Onesimus has long since been lost, but he came from Ghana. But the name is familiar. See the St. Paul's epistle to personal letter to Philemon in the New Testament. "I urge you out of love on behalf of Onesimus, that you might have him back no longer as a slave, but as a brother." So as most likely a given Christian name by Reverend Mathers, it was a good hint of the mutually beneficial relationship. Now, Tabor's Encyclopedia Medical Dictionary lists more than 30 different killer diseases of mankind that have all been ameliorated or eliminated by vaccinations, in spite of what some politicians may want to tell you now. And so at the University of Illinois College of Medicine, Dr. Yaley The European medicine traced vaccination back to 1722, but in Boston, it was a year before 1721, a full 6 years after Cotton Mather went public with the inoculation in Boston in 1716. So an immunologist said that immunology is the basis for the prevention of infectious diseases, while her husband, another Dr. Yaley, said that it is hugely important. The history of medical science stopped a major scourge of the time, one of the biggest advances in the well-being of mankind. Both doctors were surprised and curious to know that the historical trail of vaccination in the United States and Western medicine led back to a scar on the body of an African-American slave. The modern medical breakthrough was a method long established in Africa. And so this time, the scientific method and public mass media were in their infancy, but it was all forgotten about a slave named Dr. Onesimus Mather. Thank you for your attention. And by all means, I don't care what the politicians say, get vaccinated. Thank you.
Oh, great.
The irony, the irony, the irony. Thank you so much, Carl. Carl, if you can you put those names into the chat just so people can look it up more if they'd like to?
I'll see what I can do. I'm not fluent with that, but I'll give it a shot.
Okay, you can email it to me and I'll put it in the chat.
Okay.
All righty. Well, thank you so much for sharing that. Laura, I'm going to ask you to unmute. I'm going to spotlight you. You're unmuted.
Okay. All right. Well, thank you for letting me hang out with you guys tonight.
Thank you for coming. Introduce yourself. Pleasure. Introduce your song. If you've got any thoughts that Carl's little bit spurred, I feel like there's songs in there. So many songs in there. I'm going to go ahead and mute. You do you.
Yeah, just a perfect example, Carl, of how much we don't learn in the classroom. And I was a teacher for many years, and so many people I didn't know about, and I feel bad about it. I'm not going to go back to the classroom. I have no desire. But it's just amazing how much we don't know. And a lot of it has to do with what Angie was talking about, just being idle. And I feel my big thing right now, I'm very concerned about the ICE detention centers. That is I'm just so nervous about it and worried about it. And sometimes I talk to people about it and they'll be like, I didn't know they still had those. It's like, if you don't know that there's 70,000 people that are being incarcerated right now, many of them are not criminals. If you don't know about that, many of them children, at any given time, about 20, 30 children are being incarcerated, babies, toddlers. If you don't know about that, you're not paying attention. And so that's my big thing right now. But I wrote this song. I'm a songwriter. My name is Laura Suarez. You can find my music at laurasuarez.com, which I'll put in the chats. And most of my songs are on the major streaming platforms, including this one, which was my last single, called My Land 2. And I wrote it originally because I was moved by the words of a guy named Mawisin Moawi, and I'm probably totally mispronouncing his name, but he was a student, or still is, at Columbia University, wrote some things that were pro-Palestinian, and now we live in a time where if you don't write articles that are pro-government, you can wind up getting arrested and being in detention, which is exactly what happened to this person. And luckily, he was able to get out of detention and go to his graduation, and he's now in graduate school. But he said that education for him is everything. He's not from this country, but he really just wanted to stand for people in Palestine and or people in the Gaza Strip. And I was so moved by his words that it motivated me to write this song. And the more time goes on, it seems to just fit all these other situations that people are going through. Mainly that we are now living in a society where for me, it's no longer safe if you're a person of color, if you're, or if you speak your truth and it's not what the government wants to hear. So it makes me very nervous, and when I get nervous, I have to write about it. So that's where this song came from, and it's called My Land Too. This land is all mine. He out to the crowd, gonna take the people's house, turn it upside down. This land is all mine. He said, do not fear. Anyone who looks like me is always welcome here. But now the streets are flooding, love is breaking through. Hordes of fearless people taking back the world we knew. From a west coast sunrise, casting diamonds in the sand. This is my land too. To a Boston lighthouse where sailors journey ends. This is my land too. I am not afraid. Well, I'm not afraid of you. This is mine too. This land is all mine. He said with a cheer, there are those who rule by love and those who rule by fear. But now the streets are flooding, love is breaking through. Hordes of fearless people taking back the world we knew. From a west coast sunrise, casting diamonds in the sand. This is my land too. To a Boston lighthouse where the sailor's journey ends. This is my land too. I am not afraid. No, I'm not afraid of you. This is my land too. From the halls of justice where our freedoms are enshrined. This is my land too. To the universities that lead us to the light. This is my land too. I am not afraid. No, I'm not afraid of you. This is my land too. I am not afraid. No, I'm not afraid of you. This is my land too.
Woo!
Thank
That
you,
was
Laura.
tremendous.
Yeah,
Absolutely
very
tremendous.
powerful.
Thank you.
Yeah, that's one of those like When you sing Woody's song out in public, it always has to be clarified that this land is everybody's who lives here. So I love how yours kind of takes it that extra step.
Thank you. Yeah, I definitely was influenced by his song.
Oh,
I used to be, I used to teach kids, and we loved singing that. My principal would say, "Oh, let's sing patriotic songs."
yeah.
Well, patriotic to me meant Woody Guthrie. So I really didn't know very many others. But we did Yellow Submarine by the Beatles. Kids loved it.
Absolutely. Okay, so our next guest, Angie, I'm going to spotlight you and ask you to unmute so you can introduce our next video, Dr. K, because I don't see Dr. K here. And then Lucas, I'm hoping you can hear me and you have Dr. K's video up and ready to go once Angie does the introduction. Yay! Thank you.
Okay. Dr. Karen Wilson Ama Eshafu lives in Washington, D.C. She is very active with social justice and in strong faith groups and organizations. She's a PhD in, I think, something like international development, and she's lived in Africa, traveled the world, and she is committed toward making people happy, to find their love, to find their purpose, to find their confidence, and to find their strength. And she is a person who does a lot of one on one caring. She's a wise person, a sage. And I think you will enjoy her storytelling. She does a lot of that, and she's also written plays and produced them and done podcasts. And so if we're ready, we can run her
Yeah,
music.
gonna remove your spotlight.
Karen Wilson Ama Echefu, Dr. K. Did my Lord deliver Daniel, deliver Daniel, deliver Daniel? Did my Lord deliver Daniel? So why not every man? He delivered Daniel from the lion's den and Jonah from the belly of the whale. He delivered the children from the fiery furnace, so why not every man? Did my Lord deliver Daniel, deliver Daniel, deliver Daniel? Did my Lord deliver Daniel? So why not every man? The moon run down in a purple stream, the stars refuse to shine. Every star will disappear because freedom now is mine. Did my Lord deliver Daniel, deliver Daniel, deliver Daniel? Did my Lord deliver Daniel? So why not every man? Did my Lord deliver Daniel, Daniel, Daniel? Did my Lord deliver Daniel? So why not every man? Hallelujah.
All right, whoever knows
Very
Dr. K,
good.
make sure you let her know how powerful that came across. What a song. Why not every man? Absolutely. Joe Waldbaum, are you ready? You're muted. You gotta unmute.
All righty. Well, I appreciate being part of this group and the work that goes into doing something like this. I'm a recently retired attorney. I used to write topical and comedy songs, and I just got back to it. And I sent you a link. I hope that you're going to be playing the video.
Oh, who did you send the link to?
The email that I got from the person. Okay.
Huh. No,
Well,
I did not know about a video. If you
no
would like.
problem. No problem. I can do
Okay.
it live.
Okay.
It's a comedy song entitled "Ballad of a Bone Spur."
Okay.
Back in the 1960s, the draft reached far and wide. 5 times it reached the Queens guy. 5 times he replied, "Hey, I can't go. I got a spur in my heel bone. Instead, I'll stay right here and I'll defend our home." So there stood Don, yes sir, there stood Don, just 10,000 miles from Vietnam. Not a single street in Queens got hit by commie bombs 'cause of Donald J. Trump, as there stood Don. 50 years and 3 wives later, he ran for president under that dumb red hat with his back sort of bent. Though he'd gone bankrupt 6 times, we loved to roll a dice, 'cause face it, we elected him not just once but twice. Now there sits Don, yes sir, there sits Don. Ask him any question, and he goes on, napping at his desk or tweeting on his John. Sits Donald J. Trump, yes, there sits Don. We should have just said no. We should have thrown conniptions, 'cause he had 34 felony convictions. What's next to expect from the world's biggest crook? A presidential library without a single book. And a brand new pandemic, 'cause we've got no more vaccines, just lots of dirty pictures with Jeffrey Epstein. Hell, we've only got ourselves to blame. I don't mean to get crude, but if you elect a rapist, expect you will get screwed. And there sits Don, yes sir, there sits Don. Ask him any question, and he goes on, napping at his desk or on his golden John. Sits Donald J. Trump, yes, there sits Don. Now I can tell from your reaction, my song has sort of clicked, so I'm gonna take a chance now, and here's what I'll predict. The wildest party we'll ever have will rock our nation's home on the day we finally read these 3 words carved in stone. Here lies Don, yes sir, here lies Don. Finally, he stopped going on. Probably he's still sitting on his John, but he can't run again, 'cause here lies Don. So I've taken the liberty of writing one last verse, so my vicious, biting humor can bite even worse. For on the day we read those words cross the land of the brave, let's all form one big circle and pee upon his grave. We shall overcome.
Yeah. All right.
Made my day. You made my day. You don't know I live in Washington, D.C., and I'm from Massachusetts. You know thank you.
Well, Joe, I apologize that we didn't get your video, but I'm really glad we didn't get
Yeah,
your
it's more
video.
fun this way for me too. I would like to say that I just started a YouTube channel, which is called The Brazen Balladeer, and there are 4 songs up there now, and I'm going to be putting another one up there this week entitled "The Iran War's Over, We Came in Second."
Go ahead and put it in the chat. Put your
Okay, will
YouTube
do.
channel link in the chat so that we can all go look at it. Yeah, we came in second. Oh, yeah. And is it over? I mean, all right, I'm going to turn back to my friend Angie, who is going to introduce her friend Denise Hall. And Lucas, we have another video to queue up. So, Angie, I'm going to ask you to unmute, and I'm going to spotlight you so you can tell us about Nisi, you gotta unmute though.
Okay, Nisi is on the phone with me now because she was trying to get in
Oh,
to, she's trying to get on. Um,
well, we could cut.
let's see.
That's not her. We
No, let's
can.
see if she,
Somebody just came in, but it wasn't her. We
it wasn't
can.
her.
We can skip to the next person and come back around if she thinks she's going to be able to get on, and then she can introduce
Okay.
herself.
Okay, we can do that.
Alrighty, so I'm gonna remove you, and I'm gonna call on Gary. Gary, are you ready to roll?
Yeah.
Okay, let me spotlight you. Introduce yourself. Tell us about your song. You can let Joe know anything he might want to respond about his
Yeah.
song.
Well, as somebody who writes topical songs that are allegedly humorous myself, I want to say that that was a master class in satire. So thank you, Joe, for making many of our days. I'm going to be singing a song that I did not schedule because when I got here and listened to Angie's poem originally, I realized that I had something more appropriate. And so you'll forgive me if I'm not doing what, like Trump doing what I promised. And
Entirely different situation. You are very welcome to change your mind in this context.
so sometimes people get involved in these great movements, and it's only after they've been through a whole bunch of shit that they realize what it was and the importance of what they did. And this is about somebody who did that. Can you hear me okay? Guitar okay?
Yeah, you sound great.
In 61 they gave me a gun. I joined the boys in blue. Never knew just why I went, except Mr. Lincoln asked us to. But with every passing battle, as another comrade fell, if Lincoln had come to ask us then, all he hear is go to hell. Our generals were incompetent, never got it right. Some were drunks and some were fools. Some just would not fight. So the war dragged on year after year, wave after battle wave. I cursed the name of Lincoln as I dug grave after grave. And death marched with us everywhere. It was with us night and day. The blood we shed was just plain red. It wasn't blue or gray. I was with Chamberlain at Gettysburg. I fixed my bayonet. We ran the rebels down the ridge. Some joke they're running yet. I watched on high as Pickett charged. I saw his people die. It was enough to make the hardest hearts, like even Lincoln's, cry. I went with Uncle Billy, watched Atlanta burn. We seared a white swath through the South. He said they had to learn. War belongs to everyone. We taught that lesson well. War's just not for warriors. All must taste of the hell. And death marched with us everywhere. Was with us night and day. Blood we shed was just plain red. It wasn't blue or gray. Black folk come to greet us, asked us if we be sent by Father Abraham to set his people free. They laughed and cried, marched by our side. I still can hear their shout. It was then I learned half of a truth, what the war had been about. I was sitting by my campfire, warming chicory in my cup. Riders roared around the ranks. Bobby Lee had give it up. Then Johnston came to Sherman to surrender his command. I said a prayer, I shed a tear. Peace was now at hand. News come down from Washington. President was dead. Some Secesh actor no one knew put a bullet in his head. That's when I learned the other half of that truth I'd learned before. Lincoln had been with us every moment of the war. And death marched with him everywhere, was with him night and day. The blood he shed was just plain red. It wasn't blue or gray.
Ain't it the truth? Great, great, great song. Thank you, Gary.
And I'm going to have to make my usual apology. I'm here on the West Coast, and I've got grandkids who will be awaiting my presence fairly soon, so I'm going to have to kind of like pop out.
All right.
So-
Well, as long as you're with us, thanks for being with us.
And it's just great doing this. You know, I'm here on an island in North Puget Sound, and it's nice to hook up with people from other places.
And your song is don't go just yet, so you can see whatever people write you in the chat. All right, we're gonna circle back around to Nicey. She's not able to get on, but Angie, if you could go ahead and introduce her, and then Lucas will run her video.
And who's Nicey? Is that Denise?
Denise.
Denise, okay.
Yep.
Niecy
Okay.
Hall. Niecy
Okay.
Hall is an actress, poet, theater person, writer, and pretty well known in DC, in Washington, DC. And her work is exciting. I do not know what this piece is that she has for us today, but I'm
It's
sure you will enjoy
incredible.
it.
It's incredible.
She's a fabulous actress, too. Absolutely fabulous. So I met her, just so you know, through a paper that's called Street Sense, which focuses on poverty, homeless, despair, and making change in Washington, D.C. And we were in 2 theater groups together, and we did what do you call live mic poetry at Busboys and Poets and many other places around the city. And so take it away. Let's hear Niecy.
Hey, Joe. I don't know if I let you know that people are hungry and homeless and bombs are being dropped in other countries and people are being killed, but our president is saluting at the Knicks game. Did I tell you that, Joe? Did I tell you, Joe, that people are hungry and barefoot and no place to sleep and they want to institutionalize them, Joe? Joe, did I tell you that the cost of living is so high that I'm just tripping? I'm just tripping, Joe. Hey, Joe, did I tell you that people can barely live? Hey, Joe, and the president, he don't give 2 fucks. And hey, Joe, did I tell you that he was a criminal? But they let him back in the White House anyway, Joe. Hey, Joe, did I tell you racism was back very high? Did I tell you that, Joe? Joe, was a lot I didn't tell you, so I had to come back and enlighten you a little more. Black birds in the sky and bombs flying by. Did I tell you? ICE is beating and pulling you, breaking you and killing you down because the man that saluted the Knicks told him so. Hey, Joe, I don't know no more. But I'm going to go ahead and let you kick the tune because I got to go soon. But I just wanted to enlighten you, Joe, for the things that's going on now. They try to take us back to the past, but we ain't gonna let them, Joe. No. It's a mess, Joe. It's a mess, Joe. And we need a solution, Joe. We need a solution, or else it'll be another revolution. Whoa! And I gotta sign off, because I'm trying to keep my mental together. Because every day something hitting the TV and the media and the radio. And we know it ain't right now. Always say something if you see something. 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 And we all saw something. We all saw about the Epstein files that they won't release. They won't convict the people that did the harm to the women and the children. Say, Joe, I ain't got no more. All I'm looking for is peace, some love, and let's relax. Peace. Cleo 7, 360 degrees box, and I'm out.
Hey. All
I
right.
think Niecy wanted everyone to know that that was inspired by Jimi Hendrix, in case you didn't get it.
I heard it. I heard my cousin's music in the background. Thank you, Angie.
Oh, that was awesome.
Thank you.
It
That was
was.
we share the frustration.
It helps us to go through another day before the sun go down.
Yeah.
Lord help us. He's getting ready to celebrate his birthday. Help us, Lord. No, the cage is up. The cage is up on the grass. They're talking about how many people got the tickets and enough room for 1,000 and something people today on the news. I just can't get over this. I can't get over it. I'm just waiting to see Saturday morning when his name is offered the Kennedy Performing Arts. Okay? I'm from
Yeah.
Massachusetts, and the Kennedys are my cousins to my grandmother. So when he did that, he really offended me. And that's why I love going on Moral Monday when I can get there at 5 o'clock on Mondays at Black Lives Matter Plaza. I just love it. I just love it with the repairs of the breach. All right.
Thank you, Robin.
You're welcome.
All right, Angie, you got to unmute again. You are going to introduce Mary, and then I will read her poem.
Okay. I did find the poem, but you can read it.
Oh, no, if you've got it, you read it. Absolutely.
Oh no.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh,
You're
okay.
already up there. Go do it.
Well, I'll tell you about Mary. She lives in Nevada, and she's a remarkable person. She started a not for profit that takes plastic bags and recyclable products and weaves them into mats. And they take those mats, they're large mats. And most people, and I didn't even know this, that the homeless people in Nevada, there are underground tunnels all under Las Vegas. And that's where homeless people live. So when you go there, that's why you don't see them on the streets like you do in DC or LA or other places. And so she has volunteers and corporations who weave the mats together and then distributes them to people who need them. And they replace them when, every so many months or once a month. And she also teaches crochet. So um, I will read her poem about Juneteenth. And this is her first time with uh, PMN at Juneteenth. Juneteenth morning, bright and new, freedom's promise coming through. Once we walked with weary feet, now we rise on a steady beat. Dreams long whispered in the dark, glow again with a steady spark. Glow again with a steady spark. Hope is a river deep and wide, carrying us with steady pride. Oh, oh, Juneteenth, let voices sing of every struggle, every spring. For freedom's song is ours to keep, a rising rhythm, bold and deep. Mary wrote that.
Thank you, Angie.
Thank you, Angie and Mary. Oh, shoot.
Right.
Yep.
All right. We have another poet in our midst. I want to call on poet C. Etta Powers. Can I highlight you? And there you are. You've unmuted. Perfect. And are you ready to read us your poem?
Yes, I am. Can
Okay.
you hear me?
We can hear you.
Okay.
Do you want to come on video so I can highlight you?
My photo is fine.
Okay.
They can, yeah.
All right.
Thank you.
I can't spotlight just a photo, but that's fine. We can hear you perfectly. So
Okay, thank you.
please tell us about yourself and your poems.
I am an award-winning poet, and I write on different subjects of human interest. So there are various topics, uh, hopefully, that will help in some way to give people guidance by looking at the past and understanding where we need to go. This poem is a Juneteenth poem. It's titled "We's Be Free." You means we's be free since 1863? Lord, it's 1865. Chatty and Sunshine, they long since done died. Died August 63. And now you say days was free? Oh, how we moaned and wailed on worn knees to one day hear y'all's be free. In these Texas hot fields from sun up till sundown, relief nowhere round. talked to like beasts of the field, treated like beasts of burden. Oh, we toiled till our tattered clothes were soiled. Night after night, years after years, a continuous flow of tears. And you say, we's be free. But where's we go now? How are we supposed to survive after 100 years of being deprived? No preparation, can't be no jubilation, just fear, apprehension after 100 years of inhumane aggression. Oof, one thing for sure, we won't stray from that mighty shield that lifted us up out of them cotton fields. Yes, there's only one, and his will be done. We's be free. And then I have a second one. It's called The Plot, and it also deals with Juneteenth. A cruel and evil deception prolonged their agonizing oppression, kept them planting and a picking, and praying to God that their enslavers would become sickened. For you see, Lone Star enslavers knew back in 1863, when Lincoln first proclaimed that their enslaved were now free. In 1865, Granger's soldiers arrived. Galveston Bay's enslavers acted oh so surprised when the general soldiers apprised. This Emancipation Proclamation is written for all the land. From this day forward, slavery is legally banned.
Wow, thank you.
Thank you.
And would you like to put, if you can put into the chat your links to the other places that people can find other of your works?
They can go online. I'll do that. Yeah, they can Google theaterpowers.com.
Wonderful.
Yes.
Thank you so much.
You're welcome.
Okay. We are, Lucas, we are up to our Freddie Green video. Angie, I'm bringing you back to the spotlight to introduce Freddie.
Mute. I had to keep forgetting to hit the right unmute key. Well, Freddie Green lives in North Carolina, and I first met him several years ago at a conference, a national conference for the Poor People's Campaign, because he does a lot of performing with Reverend Barber all over the United States, up and down the East Coast, and he is currently he comes up when we do the Moral Mondays in Washington D.C. in front of Lafayette Park. So if you want to join us, you want to hear him often after you hear his music, you tune in to that, and you on Zoom and YouTube, you will hear some good music. He is dynamic. He plays the sax. He plays other musical instruments, and his music just moves you. I really like his Christmas music, and so if you Google him, you will get to hear that too. And so take it away with Freddie.
I saw you begging on the corner. You have permission to beg. Well, no, officer, I don't have my panhandle license, so you must have permission to beg. Ain't I somebody? Don't I matter too? The things you do to me, oh, so cruel. You take away my life. You say this I can and cannot do, but the same rules don't apply to you. Ain't I somebody? Don't I matter too? The things you speak of me should apply to you. Oh, cannot do but the same rules just don't apply to you. Ain't I somebody? Don't I mind the truth? Just a man. I tell you what I'm gonna do. What you gonna do? I'm gonna keep on believing. And I'm gonna keep on trusting and soldiering for the higher power. You can harm my body, but you can't touch my soul. 'Cause I am somebody. And I'd rather do.
Wow. Ain't I somebody? Can there be a better succinct message for all of us for this evening? Ain't I somebody? Except that we're not done yet. We got a bunch more performers. Marcy Boyd, I'm gonna spotlight you. Hello.
I am in the Dominican Republic. I am not at the beach. It's actually nighttime here. But the room I'm in is not very attractive, so I figured you'd rather look at the beach, the ocean, and the palm tree. So I'm going to sing a song that I first heard when I was in college, and it's a song that many of you probably know. I wish I knew how it would feel to be free. Music is by Billy Taylor, and I just found out the lyrics are not by Billy Taylor, they're by Dick Dallas. Nina Simone recorded and immortalized this song, and it's become an anthem for the civil rights movement and an anthem for freedom. And I'm going to read a few, since it's a short song, I'm going to use a little of my time to share some quotes about what freedom is. Toni Morrison said, "The function of freedom is to free someone else." Nelson Mandela said, "I knew as well as I knew anything that the oppressor must be liberated just as surely as the oppressed. The oppressed and the oppressor alike are robbed of their humanity." Fannie Lou Hamer said, "Nobody's free until everybody's free." I wish I knew how it would feel to be free. This is actually my first time performing on ukulele. I usually play piano or guitar, but I don't have a good guitar here where I am, and I don't have a piano at all. So here we go. I wish I knew how it would feel to be free. I wish I could break all the chains holding me. I wish I could say all the things that I should say. Say 'em loud, say 'em clear, for the whole round world to hear. I wish I could share all the love that's in my heart. Remove all the bars that keep us apart. I wish you could know what it means to be me. Then you'd see and agree that everyone should be free. I wish I could give all I'm longing to give. I wish I could live like I'm longing to live. I wish I could do all the things that I can do. Though I'm way overdue, I'd be starting anew. Well, I wish I could be like a bird in the sky. How sweet it would be if I found I could fly. I'd soar to the sun and look down at the sea, and I'd sing 'cause I know, yes, I'd sing 'cause I know, oh, I'd sing 'cause I know how it feels to be free.
Oh, beautiful. All right, you aced the ukulele.
All right.
Yeah. Yeah. Thank you. We have up next another friend who is having Zoom difficulties. Jen Dog Lone Wolf sent us a video. So I know Lucas has got that up and ready. Jen Dog is a longtime PMN member from New York City. She is a story writer and a rapper and a poet and a singer and a DJ and an amazing all-around human being. So I will be quiet and I will let Lucas roll that video.
Giving out to them that blackness, that black power, that black culture.
Hey, black people, 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 black people. Yeah, how we move, how we talk, how we groove, how we walk, how we live, how we get it, how we live, how we sport, how we spit it, how we try, how we good, how we lie, how we hood, how we spend, how we trend, how we buy, how we live, how we die, how we give, how we try, how we rap, why we trap, how we bad, why we cry, how we smooth, how we broke, how we take it, how we're old, how they treat us, how we make it, how we got that, how they feel. Yo, we inspire, we can read, how you they slick, get the sack. We had kingdom named us black and left us singing now. Some are lounging, some for scrounging, some made home in public housing. Family, we made it through this point, that's that. So if you 40 best with all our people, and let me hear you clap. How we got that, how they see us. Black people, black people, black people, black people, black people, black people. Clap your hands. Clap your hands. Clap your hands.
And that is
All
Jet
right.
Dog.
Woo!
Oh, so cool. So cool. All right, well, now I know I saw there he is, Prem Byrne. Prem, I'm going to ask you to unmute and I'm going to spotlight you. Welcome to PMN. This is Prem's first time at PMN. And you got here via Angie, of course.
Yeah.
So we're gonna play your recording. We'll put the lyrics up so everybody can see it. But just go ahead and introduce yourself and the song.
Beautiful. Yeah. Thank you for putting the lyrics up. I think we'll let the music speak for itself. Appreciate the last Gen Dog. That was amazing, and I really appreciate what you said, Marcy. About the oppressed and the oppressor. And this song that came through me is very much about that because, I think, this song is about us, white America, how we're unable to just face what happened. And until we can just realize, like, what happened in this country, and just acknowledge it. White America needs to acknowledge what happened. And, for us to heal, and it's not happening. It seems like it's easier to blame and to be angry and to distract, and to just, instead of just saying, wow, we really, really did something horrendous. We separated families, we chained people up, we, the unspeakable horror of slavery. And how it just has not been addressed. And we've tried to, there has been attempts since Reconstruction, but it's fallen way short. And that's why we're here today. That's why somebody like Donald Trump could be elected. And we have to start. White America has to start acknowledging and stepping up and taking over what happened. So I should just let the music do the talking because unlike many people here, I'm not really an activist. And thank you all for your good work. And let's just listen to the song.
The first words are, oh say can you see my hand on my heart at my son's little league. The stripes and the stars are blowing away in the breeze. On the other side of town, you're darker than me. I see bars on your windows and not many trees. Billboards selling whiskey. My answer's always more police. I'll turn away, leave you to numb the pain. I can't look into your face because I'm scared of you. I'll look away, put a band-aid on the stain. Won't come to terms that we had slaves here in America. The last words of the song, the home of the brave. One day I might have the guts to look in your face and try to right the wrongs of yesterday. Until then I'll turn away, leave you to numb the pain. I can't look into your face because I'm scared of you. I'll look away, put a band-aid on the stain. Won't come to terms that we had slaves here in America. We failed at Reconstruction. We turned our blind eyes from white robes with crosses lit on fire. Rusted chains remain here since 1865. When politicians talk about crime, it's a disguise, it's implied. We'll turn away and leave you to numb the pain. We can't look into your face because we're scared of you. We'll turn away, put a band-aid on the stain. Won't come to terms that we had slaves here in America. Come to terms that we had slaves here in America. Here in America.
Woo! Wow.
That was
Yeah.
awesome. That was beautiful.
Oh yeah.
Did you say you don't think of yourself as a political songwriter?
Not exclusively. I sing about serious things, but every once in a while veering into politics because it's really hard to write, a good political song. And congratulations to everybody here who did it so well with humor. And every time I try, it's very challenging. I think this came through me. It's mysterious how songwriting happens. It's a collaboration between me and the universe, and this message really wanted to be out there. I really wanted to release it for Juneteenth, but I'm not quite ready yet. But I'm on Spotify. I'll put my link in a way to listen to me in the chat. Thank you so much. It's so good to be heard, and I appreciate the opportunity. And keep going with all the great work you're doing.
Thank you for coming, and thank you for sharing this song in time for Juneteenth. So, yeah, amazing. I am gonna call up my friend Wyra Forster. Wyra, you want to unmute?
Yes. Hi, everybody. Thank you for having me. This is a very familiar song. Just in case, we can have more musicians. This is just it's called Freedom for All, and it's definitely inspired by what I've learned from the civil rights movement, but also from activists who have wanted families also to be reunited. Okay. Actually, I'm just gonna do it a cappella. No, actually, we're gonna have fun. I had this instrument that I'm working on. It's gonna be blurry, but it's basically a creation with rubber. So it'll just be the rhythmic part of it. There. Okay, hang on.
We can't hear it, Wyra.
Can't hear it? Okay,
No.
all right. That's okay.
Do you have
A
original
cappella.
sound on?
Do I have original? I don't know, but you know what? I was trying to go a little faster, so I will just do a cappella this time.
Okay, that works.
Okay. Talk about freedom for all. Sing about freedom for all. Walk about freedom for all. Run with freedom, freedom, freedom for all. Freedom for all, freedom for freedom. Freedom, freedom for all. Walk about freedom for all. Run about freedom for all. Talk about freedom for all. Sing with freedom, freedom, freedom for all. Freedom for all. Freedom for freedom, freedom, freedom for all. Thank you.
Woohoo!
Thank you, Myra.
Thank you,
That was
Wyra.
beautiful. Freedom for all.
Oh, another amen. Another song that just gets straight to the heart of everything. Angie, I'm going to bring you back up. You have a beautiful poem to share with us. And you got to unmute.
I'm trying to see what it is. Is it the music?
It's the anonymous one.
Yes, but there's a music piece attached to that.
Oh,
No?
right. Sorry.
I mean,
Lucas,
I could read it, but I think you want to hear the music
you're
with the
right.
words. And
You're
they've
right.
already heard me 3 times today. That's more than enough.
My bad. My bad
No.
notes to myself.
June 19th. News finally reached the people. Freedom was written. Freedom was promised. Freedom was delayed. Our work still ain't done. They said the chains were broken. The war was finally won. The reality of freedom spread slow. Still rising with the sun. From Galveston to Georgia. From cotton field to town. The paper said we're free at last. Yet new walls built around. Black codes in the courthouse. Night riders in the dark. Trying to snuff out liberty. But they can't kill the spark. Every step toward justice. Every dream begun. A shadow rose to meet it. Afraid of what we'd become. Lift your voice. Let the whole world hear. Juneteenth. Juneteenth is more than a day each year. From every nation. From every nation. Every creed. One humanity. One human need. Oh. No child born beneath the sky was made to live or made to die for someone's power, someone's gain. We're breaking every chain. They drew lines on the maps, marked neighborhoods in red, told families where they couldn't live. And where their hopes were dead. Loans for some, but not for all. Wealth passed hand to hand. A house became a fortune, or vanished from command. Schools divided by the highways. Opportunities denied. The color of law was written where injustice chose to hide. Not always with the rifle, not always with the shout. Sometimes with the signature that locked the future out. Lift your voice, let the whole world hear. Juneteenth. Juneteenth is more than a day each year. From every nation. From every nation. Every creed. One humanity. One human need. Oh. No child born beneath the sky was made to live or made to die for someone's power, someone's gain. We're breaking every chain. The amendment ended slavery, but one line remained. Except for crime and criminals we became, as freedom was restrained. Chain gangs labor in the sun. A different name, a different cage, the struggle isn't done. Laws changed, shaped through decades, the language new. Millions feeling the weight, so much left to do.
Mary Turner cried for justice and paid with her own life. The blood of countless dreamers still echoes through the night.
But hear me,
they were never merely victims. They were builders, teachers, workers, poets, parents, freedom fighters. And every generation rose again.
the story isn't finished. The final page unwritten. The future isn't waiting. It's built by those committed, not black alone,
not white alone,
not any race apart.
But every hand that chooses human dignity at the heart.
Against the oppression,
against the injustice,
against the walls we rise,
against the walls we rise.
For equity, peace, and justice,
for every child living,
and for the children
yet to be alive. Lift up your voice, let the whole world hear.
Juneteenth,
more than a day each year.
From every nation, every creed,
one humanity,
one
human need. Oh, yeah.
No regime lasts forever.
Oh, yeah.
No hatred on the earth.
Oh, yeah.
The people right tomorrow.
Oh, yeah.
And every soul
has its worth. Lift up your voice, let freedom ring. Come bring from every shore and sea. One human family rising. One humanity.
The chains may change their names, the struggle may change its form, but the long walk to freedom will always keep advancing.
And now,
it's our turn.
toward the world we all deserve.
Many blessings. Amun-Ra. Amen.
Whoa.
Yay.
Angie, you're going to unmute and
Very powerful, isn't it?
It is awesome. And the person who wrote that is anonymous. They did not want to be named or present. They're probably listening in, but weren't ready for you all to meet them yet. Next year.
we're hoping.
We're
Oh,
hoping.
man.
It's really good. We've just had such a wonderful program this year. I'm just in awe of everyone.
Well,
And
you are now required to introduce freedom, and then we have
oh,
we have a
well,
video. We have a video, but if you want to just tell us a little bit about freedom.
Freedom is an exceptional person. She is a living masterpiece herself. She is art. She is music. She is dance. She is movement. If you ever see her perform, she does all of that, and she mesmerizes you. And she touches you with her depth of her subject matter or current events or whatever is going on. And she moves you. She makes you want to get up and do something. And so I give you freedom because she is a warrior.
Unity, I'm Freedom in Saromalia, here to share with you today a portion of the poem Caged Bird by Maya Angelou and a song. A free bird leaps on the back of the wind and floats downstream till the current ends and dips his wing in the orange sun rays and dares to claim the sky. But a bird that stalks down his narrow cage can seldom see through his bars of rage. His wings are clipped and his feet are tied, so he opens his throat to sing. Oh, freedom, Oh, freedom. Oh, freedom. Come to me. The caged bird sings with a fearful trill of things unknown but longed for still. And his tune is heard on the distant hill, for the caged bird sings of freedom. Old pirates, yes, they robbed I, sold I to the merchant ship. Minutes after they took I from the bottomless pit. My hands were made strong by the hand of the Almighty. We forward in this generation triumphantly. Won't you help me sing this song of freedom? It's all I ever had. Redemption song, redemption song. Emancipate yourself from mental slavery. None but ourselves can free our minds. Have no fear for atomic energy. Not even AI can stop just time. How long shall they kill our prophets while we stand aside and look? Some say it's just a part of it. We've got to fulfill some book. Won't you help me sing this song of freedom? It's all I ever had. Redemption song, redemption song. Emancipate yourself from mental slavery. None but ourselves can free our minds. Have no fear for atomic energy. No, 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 they can't stop just time. How long shall they kill our prophets while we stand aside and look? Some say it's just a part of it. We've got to fulfill the book. Help me sing this song of freedom. It's all I ever had. Redemption song, redemption song, redemption song, redemption song. I want to thank you for having me. Happy Juneteenth. I'm wishing everyone a happy Freedom Day. Happy Juneteenth. Redemption song. Thank you.
So we'll let her know of all the love that was floating up the screen. So we've got a few friends who had signed up who haven't arrived. So we're going to fit in a bunch of other people over here who were asking to play. So Pine Tree, let's see, Lucas, can you take down Freedom's video? And then we'll take down Angie, and then we'll find Pine Tree. Where are you? There you are. Okay. And go ahead and unmute and introduce yourself and your song. And before you start, I messaged Rick. Rick, go see your message in the chat. And then we'll be followed by Carol, and then we have a video, and then I'll sing a song to close us out. So, Pine Tree, take it away.
Yes, I just want to say to Angie, those were two amazing videos. I mean, I'm speechless. But I just wanted to ask, who was the singer and the poet who did the last video? I didn't get her name.
Her name is Freedom Nsoroma Liel. And she
Right.
also did a workshop at the recent PMN summer gathering. Powerful, powerful artist.
Yes, amazing. Amazing. I'm speechless. Okay, so I am in Brooklyn, and my name is Pine Tree, and I wrote this song in 1982, and I had no idea how much I was going to need a song of hope in future years. This is such a dark time. So, and after listening to the news tonight, it's always one thing after another, right? But after listening to the news tonight, I wrote a new verse, brand new verse for the song. It's a mighty wall, and I think it would be a great song for demonstrations. I have sung it at demonstrations, so if anybody wants to, I think it would be a great idea. And if you want to sing along now, I think that would be even better. It's a mighty wall, it's a mighty wall, it's a mighty wall, but you can watch it fall. That mighty wall, it's a mighty tower, it's a mighty tower. It's a mighty tower built on that power, but it just won't stand. He bombed the water supply in Iran, thinking people might die. But when you look around, DT goes down. He's just a paper tiger. It's a mighty wall. It's a mighty wall. It's a mighty wall, but you can watch it fall. That mighty wall. It's a mighty time. It's a mighty time. It's a mighty time, it's yours and mine. It's mighty time, it's a mighty wall. It's a mighty wall. It's a mighty wall, but you can watch it fall. That mighty wall. And Joni, thank you for clapping along.
I was singing, I was clapping. I want that song. That is an awesome, awesome song. Definitely a walking and a singing song. Thank you so much. All righty. Carol. So Carol, I believe this is I believe this is the first. I got you. But you are frozen. Okay, now you're
I'm
good.
frozen?
Well, you were for a minute. So I believe this is the first song swap that you've sung online for PMN?
It is the first song swap, although I was at the gatherings, the
Right.
winter and the summer.
That's right. So
Managed to get
welcome.
to them, although I'm blind. So thank you for doing this thing for people who can't get to anything.
There you go. Welcome,
Tell me
welcome,
when my
welcome.
time is starting.
Your time has started. Tell us
Okay,
whatever you want to tell us
thank you
about
for those.
yourself.
I went blind. I went blind in a car accident a year ago. My vision is weird and sparkly, but I was a shower singer, and more music was on my bucket list already. So not being able to watch TV became just the ticket. My life is better than it was before, and PMN was here to catch me. At first, I didn't think I had any songs to offer, so I offered my planning and fundraising skills. So this is also going to be a pitch for $3 or $2 or $1 for PMN. It's a street song, originally by the Peace Poets, Francisco Herrera and Una Valle to be specific, that I extended and hope by the last verse you'll sing along, and you could even open your mics by the last verse if my music came through, and embrace the chaos, just as we do in the streets with the original. If anybody has a connection to the Peace Poets, please tell me so I can offer this expansion to them. It goes, we will protect each other. We will be everything we need. The good land, the wild water, the whole sky is always on our side. That's theirs. Our main verse is, we will respect each other. We will support and not compete. Health care, climate justice, equal pay, we sing them true today. We will vanquish ICE. We will have our civil rights. ICE out. Native land back restitution must be made someday. We will house each other. We will feed all day and night. Housing, racial justice, equity, don't give up without a fight. Here's a PMN verse. We will support each other. We will give in every way. We're people, lovely music, our whole network. We are here to stay. You got that? PMN, people, lovely music, our whole network. You can sing it with me. We will support each other. We will give in every way. We're people, lovely music, our whole network. We are here to stay. Sing it with me. We will support each other. We will give in every way. We're people, lovely music, our whole network. We are here to stay. So I also would like you to join me and others. The fundraising committee has set our sights on showing bigger funders. We're going to apply to bigger funders with proposals, but you need to be able to show them what a high percentage of us, members of PMN, support the organization with monthly donations. So we're hoping that you will pledge $3 a month. We're asking for people who can afford it. We'll take $2, we'll take $1 a month, and we have somebody who will match the first 25 people. So your $3 a month becomes $36 for the year and $72 with the match, which is really getting to be money. So you can do it online through the PMN, the same place you signed up. Just click the donate button, or you can write to me or on the chat, or I think I saw Joni Callum here. I think I saw Chris Owens here. So if you just direct to them or in the chat, please go ahead and join us.
Well,
And
there
we'll
we
hook you
go.
up.
Carol did my
Thank
work
you.
for me. Thank you, Carol. Uh, you always got to put in the fundraising plug, and thank you, Carol, for doing that. That was awesome. And thank
Thank
you
you for
for your
having me and being
song.
so supportive all year.
All right, so we have another surprise. Well, it's not a surprise performer. Um, I'm gonna spotlight you, Rick, and go ahead and unmute. and introduce yourself and your song. You're still muted. There
Right,
you
I did
are.
it.
There you are.
Okay, I'm gonna do the short version, y'all. You can check the chat for the full one. This is really inspired by my time here at PMN, and this is my offering for Juneteenth. Short version. Blues with a feeling. That's what I'm talking about. Blues got something makes you jump and shout. There's no trepidation and there ain't no doubt. I know you know what I'm talking about. When a man said, I think it's time to take it way down low to the blues department, you just know there is no further explanation required. Like water and fire and earth and sky. It's all got a rhythm and it's all got a rhyme. Sometimes it's rough and sometimes sublime. It may be funky, but you know it's fine. Made out of rose petals and turpentine. Somebody singing about a southbound train or a rusty nail in heaven's window pane. Maybe a conversation with the living flame. Like there's got to be sunshine behind all that rain. I believe there is. That's what I'm saying. Sometimes it's sacred and sometimes for fame, but it's a cry of the heart either way, all the same, and all of it counts as some kind of praying. Like the earth that is thirsty for the sun and rain. It's part of a beauty that's hard to explain. But the blues is a language we all understand, so in the church of the blues, all the people shake hands. I don't care if we're black or white or yellow or tan or red or brown. Together we stand on the same holy ground. I'm talking about the same kind of dirt, right? I don't care what kind of shoes you wear, nor what kind of shirt. They're the shoes of humanity standing side by side. And we all hurt the same sometimes. And sometimes we laugh, but still, maybe that's why we sing. The river of Jordan is mighty and wide, milk and honey on the other side. But right now is the needed time. Now is the needed time, y'all. The blues men and women were able, because they told the truth, to bring the conversation back to the table, because they were the living proof. And though it was said between the lines about the way we tanned their hides for 400 years, unjustified, guess what? They rose up singing anyway. They rose up singing to the Lord on high. Operator, information, get me Jesus on the line. I got to talk to a friend of mine. And he sent a message that could not be denied. It could not be denied. That these were people with the strength to stand, even though there's pain in the offering. And they built this country, and they tilled the land. And after all that, they reached out a hand. I mean, they are gracious still, as if to say, brother, you don't understand. I'm talking to you man to man. We are all made by God's mighty hand, and before the throne, we are all going to stand. Before the throne, we all must stand, and whatever we may be upon this earth is mostly an accident of birth. And all we got to show for living is what we did with what we were given. I'm going to skip 5 minutes, and then it goes up to here. And they gave us the rhythm and the sound of the blues, and the white boys turned it into their rock and roll shoes. But they made that sound because it was true. And because it was true, it became part of our country and part of the glue that held us together and made us who we are. Started breaking down walls that had kept us apart. And how did they do that? How did they? Because it was so undeniably great. We couldn't help but participate. You had to love it. You couldn't wait for nothing. And it made it clear what we all had to do. To understand that we stand in the very same shoes, that we are made of the very same stuff. Help me out. The very same stuff. Like a song when it's good, that song is enough. We sang it one by one and two by two. It was simple and sweet and funky and true. And because they sang it from the heart, I don't think I made that clear enough. Let me say it one more time. Because they sang it from the heart, it reached our hearts too. It crossed over the boundary and over the line, under the radar with rhythm and rhyme, till there was no more need for any flags unfurled. I know we ain't out of the weeds just yet, but there is some good news. Are you ready? Yes, please. What is that good news? 'Cause they held the line and they paid their dues, till no one could deny when they tell the truth. And when they stood to testify, they changed the world, one song at a time. And that, my friend, that's the genius of the blues. Somebody help me. Can I get an amen?
Amen.
Amen.
And amen. That was
Woohoo!
deep.
That's
Awesome.
Thanks for letting
awesome,
me do that,
Rick.
y'all.
Brilliant.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you so much. Well, we have now, we have a real treat. Chris Owens, who is our current chair of the People's Music Network, couldn't be with us tonight, but he is an incredible musician based out in New York City. So we've got a video of his, and then I will share a song following that, and then we'll spend some time schmoozing with each other. So, Lucas, take it away.
Come on, come on. Answer the phone. Answer the phone. Come on. Come on. Answer that phone. Come on.
Lucas, we're not hearing anything. Lucas.
Maybe we're supposed to say his name, Emmett Till.
Emmett Till, but
Emmett Till. I mean, we say it.
there's supposed to be music.
Till.
Okay, there we go. So yeah, so I had the whirly thing happening there for. So let me just try it again. Maybe the whirly thing won't come back.
Okay.
It's because it's. Did you hear it start at least? It was.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay.
Yes, we heard the beginning.
Okay, here we go
I also
again.
like Angie's idea.
Say his name, Emmett Till.
Say his name, Emmett Till.
Emmett Till, Emmett Till, and Emmett Till.
Hang on. Oh shoot.
Do you need
Sorry.
a moment?
Well, I don't know what's. I don't know what's happening. I'm getting the whirly thing. It may mean that I have to maybe shut down my computer and start it or something, because it's I don't know. Just a second. Why don't you do your song?
Yeah.
I'll try closing a few applications,
Okay.
and maybe that will help.
Okay. All right.
So let me just see here.
We will do that. Let me spotlight myself. Well, And how do I do that? So there we go. All righty. I could spotlight everybody else. I couldn't figure out how to spotlight myself. Well, first of all, before I sing my song, I want to say a huge thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you to everyone who shared something this evening and to everyone who came to be audience and support those who shared. Thank you to Angie for having this idea back in the day. And thank you to Lucas for doing tech. It has been seamless until this video,
until this video,
which is pretty darn good. So, Lucas, do you think you have it up?
Well, I could give it another whirl. Let me just give it a try and just see what happens.
Okay.
But if it doesn't work, then
I'll come back. I'm not going anywhere.
Come back.
Yeah.
Yeah. Because it's a really good song. I want people to be able to hear it. But what seems to be happening is my screen freezes when I start playing, and I can't unmute or anything. It's terrible. So okay, open. Okay, away we go.
We don't got nothing.
No, it's not. It doesn't seem to. Just a second. Maybe I can go a little bit in and get it.
Well, let me go ahead. I will go ahead and share. You can stop the screen sharing. I will go ahead and share this song, and we will come back and see if we can do that.
Before you start, I'll log out and log back in again.
Okay.
Maybe that will work. So let me give that a try. I'll just disappear from the meeting and then come back, and you let me in, and we'll see if we can get anything to work. I really want people to hear this. It's good. So okay,
okay, bye. And this, my friends, is the reality of Zoom. We are so lucky to have this, and it just is not always perfect. So one thing that we did not talk about tonight is the topic of reparations. And I feel like reparations is one of those things that's incredibly important to have on the table. And a couple of years ago, I stumbled on a Talmudic answer to reparations. So for anyone who does not know what the Talmud is an ancient text of Jewish philosophy and considerations of the way we should conduct ourselves in the world and what kind of humans we should be. And the question that was put before these first century rabbis was, what do you do when you've purchased a house and you discover that the central beam of this house was stolen from someone else's house? What do you do? So this is a song about reparations called The Stolen Beam. This palace was built from stolen beams. It looks okay, it shines, it gleams, but something feels wrong. It's unraveling at the seams. It's clear it was built from stolen beams. What do we do when we finally understand that the house we are living in was built by sleight of hand? Down there in the cellar, that central beam came from someone else's home, it seems. The building is crumbling, and that's how it should be, 'cause the whole thing was built from slavery. It wasn't us who stole it, but all the same, we've taken part in this ongoing shame. this palace was built from stolen beams. It looks okay, it shines, it gleams, but something feels wrong, it's unraveling at the seams. It's clear it was built from stolen beams. A wound can't heal if we won't give it care. We just can't move on and pretend it isn't there. So what do we do to fix this place where the sins of the past cannot be erased? Some say the whole thing should be torn down. Some are trying to burn it to the ground. We can still heal this wound, others say, but that beam must be paid for, first step on the way. 'Cause this palace was built from stolen beams. It looks okay, it shines, it gleams. Something feels wrong, it's unraveling at the seams. It's clear it was built from stolen beams. So,
Yeah.
says it right there in the first century. Pay for it. Like, alrighty, let me remove my spotlight. Let's see. Lucas.
Okay, so I'm going to give
That
it
whole
another try.
concept was amazing.
But you got to let me. You've either got to make me a co-host again, or
yes,
or,
I wasn't
allow
going
me
to
to
let
share.
you share your screen in the middle of my song.
Oh, I was just going to cue it up. So I wasn't going to interrupt you. No. Okay, sharing. It says sharing is not turned on. So so if you could turn it back on, or make me co-host.
Yeah.
Make me co-host. That would work too.
Okay, there you go.
Okay, let me just see if. Oh, okay, there we go. Okay, so we got to go advanced, and we go share. Oh, and here we are. Okay, let's hope.
Everybody keep your fingers crossed.
Yeah, keep your fingers crossed.
Come on. Answer the phone. Come on, answer that phone. Come on.
Okay.
Hi, Selma. It's Carolyn. I don't know what to do. I told a lie about that Negro boy and Roy went crazy. Something bad is going to happen to all of us and life will never be the same.
White lie, I'm a little white lie, I'm a bigger white lie, I'm a big white lie. White lie, I'm a little white lie, I'm a bigger white lie, I'm a big white lie. White lie, I'm a little white lie, I'm a bigger white lie, I'm a big white lie. White lie, I'm a little white lie, I'm a bigger white lie, I'm a big white lie. You built this house for me, but little credit goes to you. You service all my needs. Your dreams deferred become mine too. My life requires rules. That's how I make it through each day. Can't think of you like me. My social order has to stay. That's right. White lie. I'm a little white lie. I'm a bigger white lie. I'm a big white lie. White lie. I'm a little white lie. I'm a bigger white lie. I'm a big white lie. White lie. I'm a little white lie. I'm a bigger white lie. I'm a big white lie. White lie. I'm a little white lie. I'm a bigger white lie. I'm a big white lie. Everything I do was part of my world as a child, and
I don't know you, but I know what's good for you. Or I tell that to myself to justify the way I rule. You lied, you lied, you lied. You lied, you lied, you I say what I need to, blame who I want to. Blasted that you're not as good as me, so forget.
I say what I need to, blame who I want to. Blasted that you're not as good as me, so forget you.
I say what I need to, blame who I want to. Blasted that you're not as good as me, so forget you.
I say what I need to, blame who I want to. Blasted that you're not as good as me, so forget you.
If for me life is so very unfair, then for you I can't, I dare not care. Let history review the tales of those who can survive hot ignorance and these hate-filled souls. So come inside my world, find out how in this hell I feel. I did not hear the news, I don't have courage for the real. All of my men were clear, we would not let your change inside. Yes, I surrendered all, so your smile means that you have died. Oh my. White lie, I'm a little white lie, I'm a bigger white lie, I'm a big white lie. White lie, I'm a little white lie, I'm a bigger white lie, I'm a big white lie. I'm a little white lie, I'm a bigger white lie, I'm a big white lie. I'm a little white lie, I'm a bigger white lie, I'm a big white lie. It's war. Dreams are birds, truth be told, time to spread the word. I'm a little white lie, I'm a bigger white lie, I'm a big white lie. I'm a little white lie, I'm a bigger white lie, I'm a big white lie. I'm a little white lie, I'm a bigger white lie, I'm a big white lie. It's war, where worlds collide. Run, 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 but you're sure being high. When you view your own history, you will see for whom the building tolls, it tolls for
Woo! Wow. Yeah.
Right.
Wow.
Yeah, pretty powerful.
Mm.
Oh, yes.
Incredible. All right, everybody send your love over to Chris Owens.
Yeah.
Well, so everyone unmute. A big round of applause to everyone this evening. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. I think we're down to 28 people, so I've got you all on one screen. Thank you everyone for coming. Just People's Music Network for Songs of Freedom and Struggle. We do a number, if you're not familiar with the organization, we do a number of online events every month. We've got some kind of song swap every month. And then we have Songs of the Spirit, which is usually on a Sunday. Marcy, are you doing June 28th?
June 28th at
11:30
11:30
Eastern.
Eastern. Yeah.
Yeah. And then we have If I Have a Song, which Carol had put in Carol, I think that was you who wrote it in the chat, that we have this monthly songwriters gathering, which is also amazing.
It was so awesome. I learned so much from one session there.
There
Like
you
I would
go.
never have gone in public with my song, and they helped me make it much better than my first song. So
There you go. So that will be on It's always on the last Monday of the month. So Monday, June 29th at 7:30 p.m. Eastern. And Marcy, I think are you leading that one this month as well?
Yeah, I'm facilitating it.
Right. So,
Yeah.
so everybody check out Marcy this month on Sunday and Monday. And I'm gonna stop the recording, but everybody